my name is Anya-Jean. If you enter a space like that, you have to know where your faith level is at. You have to know where your roots are at in God, because that kind of a space can shape you, can change you. And that comes with always being always at the feet of Jesus. Because then you begin to just do, and you're like a shell, but you're having a substance. So you have to be very careful of that. I've had moments where I'm like, all right, but I don't know what I do, I don't know what I do, and what kind of annoyed, no, what kind of annoyed with not going, what can I get the blueprint? Yeah. Can I get the 40 up? Any three stuff in any part one, part two. I would never before blueprint. I don't know what I'm talking to, but you have to be in it for the long haul, and whenever you feel, get to that place where you're second, it's okay to we're back.
I'm Brian.
And I'm Charmian Marie.
And we're the Beatles. Join us weekly. Let's talk about purpose, faith, and expression.
Purpose Audacity is dedicated to sowing seeds of healing, growth, and impact through the sharing of real stories, real thoughts, and biblical truth. Whether it's through conversations with Brian and Charmian Marie or with our specially invited guests.
For God's glory.
This is Purposed Audacity. Thanks for joining us.
Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to Purposed Audacity. Thank you so much for being here. We hope that you have been enjoying season 5 thus far. It has really been filled with a lot of new things and we're feeling good about it. And guess what? We have a special guest with us today, Anya-Jean. Hey. Hey everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Brad, and really an honor. You see me looking anyway. It's just on a nerve. You know, we'll get through it. Guys, as you can see from the title below, we are going to be talking about, just the idea of being able to walk in humility and surrender as a multi-passionate or as someone who's multi-dimensional. Like, I know say deep, and but we're going to get into the real things. Wow. We're going to get into the real things today, and I definitely believe, having Anya here is really going to enhance the conversation and provoke a lot of deeper thoughts for me. All right, so with that said, Anya, let us just get started. We would have released an article about you recently, but for those who wouldn't have gotten to read that, tell us about you. Tell us who you are and, what you bring to the table.
All right, so my name is Anya-Jean. I been a Christian I've lost count. I've been dancing and singing, been the whole 9 years, the whole creative gamut. I've been in it. I am struggling with this word. Am I a people person? I think I'm a people person. I believe that word. Let me tell you why I say I'm struggling, because when you're an extrovert, people think you're always an extrovert. Maybe like once I turn off, I become an introvert. Like you're an ambivert then. You won't find me here. Some says leave me at the altar, leave me in my bed with a net. No, you won't find me. One time that I see not extroverting, I have to pull back and become an introvert. Just spread it a while, go read others to bright and revitalize and come again. So that's me. I'm a people person. I do a lot. I'm radio personality, admin assistant, business owner, dance teacher. To quite a bit, but for Anya-Jean, I'm fun-loving, love adventure. I love a drive out, as long as I don't have to drive. That is a princess me all the way. I love a good movie. I'm a Devon's ice cream girl. I'm a sugar and spice girl. And I'm single. I think I'm pretty simple. I love to laugh. I love making people laugh. I think that's a gift that I have, but I thank God for that. I'm the daughter of one mother, right? That makes sense, right? I have three sisters, 2 alive, 1 passed. I have a nephew who is my heart. And I think that's me in a nutshell. Whoa, I tried to nutshell it.
I mean, that you are so radiant with your person. Like, I don't know, like as you speak about yourself and stuff, it with everything that flows out, you just feel like a very genuine and authentic soul. And I feel like, you know, we in the different spheres, we are able to really benefit from that. And thank you for being willing to share that with persons.
No problem.
So I want to know though, what has it been like being a young Christian woman in the entertainment industry? Because of course we know entertainment comes with a lot of things. So yeah, what's that been like?
Entertainment is pretty interesting, and just to give it some meat, as I said, I've always been in creative art, so I've always found myself within creative spaces. There was a time I was a part of a community dance group. They're now called Hearts of the Arts. There was a time I was in training with the Ashley Company, all over. For a time I worked in entertainment within the hospitality field at Sandals. That carried its own journey, that whole experience. So I've always been in entertainment. I've been an entertainment coordinator. So it's a very interesting field, and there's a lot to learn from it. And being a Christian in that space, yeah. The truth is, because you have persons that say you can't be a Christian and be in some spaces, and I agree. When you enter a space like that, you have to know where your faith level is at. You have to know where your roots are at in God, because that kind of a space can shape you, can change you. And even though you're well-thinking, fully saved and sanctified on your way to heaven kind of Christian, think you can go into the space and influence it, and you can, you're right. I think there are more that are not with you than those who are with you. And it can be, if you're not rooted and grounded and strong in your faith, it can be a hard environment to be in. The pressures are pressuring. The influence is heavy. I can speak from my time at Sandals. I think I was probably the only Christian on my team, on an entertainment team. And with entertainment, you're entertaining people from all over the world.
Exactly.
So you're exposed to different things. People don't believe what you believe. Right. Entertainment for them. Entertainment for me is fine. Taking off a mind, going on a stage, right. A cabaret performance, fine. But then when you have to put on a carnival costume, and it's a part of your job, and when you have to put on a dancehall show, and it's a part of your job, and so you have that internal conflict happening, like, okay, this is my job, and I'm supposed to be doing it well, but it's something to feel right. Like, that's what we know I'm doing here. So it can be a challenge, and I won't even try to water it down. I don't think I passed those exams very well. I don't believe I passed those exams very well, but by God's grace, there was favor extended, grace extended, mercy extended. But there's a lot to learn. You can, because you can be in a space and pick some elements from the space and leave the rest. Right. So, like, there are certain, from a standpoint of a dancer, there are certain techniques that I would have learned from people who are off the world.
Right.
Right. So it's for me to take that technique and sanctify it and use it in my Christian spaces when I teach dance class or something. There are some dance steps, because you have like the Afro steps, and some of those things I didn't learn them from a Christian dance school. Right. I attended a Christian dance school in my earlier years, Praise Academy of Dance, but there are some steps. Yes. There are some stuff I learned whilst I was at Sandals that, some couple dancers, and you can, as you said, take them, sanctify them, and use them. So there is that aspect. There are things you can learn from the space, but. Yeah, right. Yeah, so there's always something to learn in it. You meet good people,
right?
Yet there would be people, you form decent connections that are long lasting. I still have friends from Sandals who, they know my stance, right? They know that I'm a believer, and so certain things they don't put to me, right? But we're still cool like that, and we're still saying, hey, what's trending in entertainment? Hey, did you learn this routine? And we still exchange. Hey, did you learn this song? Hey, here's a clip on how to maximize your range vocally. So we still share entertainment content, but they know that, okay, so now, Anya, certain things they can't pronounce, and they go, no, but I introduce out to that, so I should have probably with that part, right? Fact here. So yeah, it's just that kind of thing.
And I must say, like, I mean, because of course, a lot of that you encountered through Sandals, as you said, and I must say, I mean, we hear a lot about Sandals and thing, but I'm happy that you still found the room and the space to be able to maneuver, because there's some company cultures that don't allow for that maneuvering. So I'm actually happy that you had that. So as you progressed and as you've journeyed in the different spaces, especially in entertainment, like what would you say are some of the definitive characteristics that have come up or stood out for you, like in yourself, having been developed from all of those experiences? Like maybe if you have 2 or 3 defining characteristics that you say, yo, because of that, I know whatever.
I'm trying to figure out if the word is adaptability. Now I'm at a place where you put me on any stage, in any platform, with any groupings, and I can adjust and I can do what is required for it. Before entertainment, I knew I could sing, I knew I could dance, but I didn't really have that kind of confidence. And that's one of the good things from entertainment. It's your job, you have to do it.
Let's not second guess here.
Yeah, so even discovering my voice, as I put it, I didn't know I had what everybody calls a radio voice. I didn't know it until I was in entertainment. And when I would read, I think it was like the Jamaica history on the pool deck at the resort. And the guests would say, are you Jamaican? And I'm like, yeah. They're like, you don't sound Jamaican. Are you sure you're from Jamaica? I'm like, yeah. And I've been discovered. So, from then I decided, or I learned that, my voice has a certain quality and a certain tone and texture. And I was able to just use that. So adaptability, where you put me on in virtually any space and I'm able to maneuver. There is a maneuver. Yes, of course. Maneuver. Yeah. This time. I'll go probably the boy. But if you put with the Joneses, I can flex with the Joneses. Yes. So I think that's one thing that I have garnered and I'm still nurturing. Right. Being able to just function in any capacity you put me. If you call me today to host a show tomorrow, if you call me today to minister and dance tomorrow. And that comes with always being always at the feet of Jesus, because then you begin to just do, and you're like a shell, but you're really a substance. So you have to be very careful on that. And I'm not afraid if I'm called to be on any platform or do anything or be in ministry and I'm not at the place spiritually, I'm not afraid to say it. Yeah, I humbly accept, but I'm not able to, because it makes no sense I go on your platform or anybody's platform and pour from a place of emptiness, because they're just gonna see me, and that always say, yeah, I'm just a conduit, but in there, all about God. So adaptability for sure. Confidence has increased as well. Right. And I think those are 2 that I can readily point out.
And that's beautiful. And you are literally someone after my own heart as well. Like in terms of especially not pouring from an empty place, you have to be refilled. And so I also connect with you in terms of the fact that you are extroverted, especially when it calls for it. But you need people. Yeah,
extroverted.
Exactly. All right. Yeah, man, Netflix star, me love my bed, me love, I'm not to get
Be love my
right.
love my
I get it. And I'm happy that you mentioned that. It's beautiful, because I think especially for a lot of Christians, persons also end up staying in a box, where in terms of how we learn the world and how we learn to maneuver the world and stuff. And so for the fact that you've been able to nurture that matter of adaptability and gain confidence from that, that's amazing.
And if I might just jump in, it actually helps with evangelism, because you won't reach everybody with you won't reach everybody with that. You have to be able to not necessarily walk up into a bar intentionally, but someone on the road and say, yo, he's also being a wait about me. You have to be able to come to people out of areas. And everybody will understand all those theological jargons. That's over there. Ain't nobody's Hebrew, Greek, ain't nobody got time for that. When you meet the people that can relate on that level, fine. Then so I think being adaptable, and again, full circle, I guess entertainment has helped me a lot, because it forced me to be in different spaces where I had to learn how to relate to different people. Entertainment and partly psychology, because I studied psychology. So you learn how to adapt to people's, you go into a space, you observe, okay, John Brown is like this, Mary Jane is like this. All right, I have to learn how to function and coexist in this space.
Right.
Not hiding who I am in Christ, and not what's the word? I'm compromising on my principles and my beliefs.
Right.
But still being able to coexist and function in a space with people who don't believe what I believe.
Right, exactly.
And still even use it as a ministerial tool or a way. Because sometimes it's not even the scriptures that we quote. It's not even any of that. Sometimes it's sharing your lunch with somebody. Sometimes it's seeing that your coworker is dull or somebody in the office is, and just extending a hug. And it might be the weirdest thing. You're like, okay, but you may never know. It may just be the tool that God uses to reach that person.
Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense, yeah, and that's beautiful. It's a question. While you've been journeying and developing and standing firm in your beliefs and all those things, like, have you ever reached a point, or hills and valleys, highs and lows, right? But have you reached a point ever where you're like, all right, God, like, what may I do all this from? Like, it's not the math. What's happening?
There have been moments there have been moments, especially when I just do something as simple as look at my resume.
Right.
University of West Indies, psychology degree, minor in criminology. Oh, and my lineup of the places I've been employed, and I'm just like, what kind of work is that? What are you doing? Sir, respect me. Don't understand what is happening right here.
Yeah.
And actually, my psychology degree is gathering dust. So, what am I supposed to be doing here? Don't understand. And then in COVID, when the inspiration came to start my business, I came in that and I was like, you're doing what you're doing, unsure, like, all right, 1, 2, 3, 4. And it kind of feel out the space where it's like, all right, but you say do X, all right, I do X, I want to reach an X, I'm going to wait for the next instruction, because you're learning as you go, and it's literally one foot in front of the other. But there have been moments when I say, God, the way I'm doing with it, you mean the way you want me, I'm going to be able. Yeah, son. So, I'm going to stay right here until you tell me what to do next. Because I feel lost, I feel clueless, and I feel underqualified. Don't feel qualified to do what I'm doing. What am I into? Yeah, that happened when I just started in the radio. I'm like, I ain't never been to camera. I don't know how about on radio. I don't know. But the thing is, all the experiences God is using them.
Exactly.
Everything, nothing is wasted. So everything that you feel like, all right, this one says, I'm working a job and I'm doing filing, and I'm okay. What am I supposed to do? God is teaching you something. God is actually building something in you. He's building capacity in you to manage the next level. So it's literally a stepping stone every step of the way. There's purpose in all of it. So to answer the question, yes, had moments where I'm like, all right, but I don't know what I do. What kind of annoyed? No, what kind of annoyed with not going what can you? Can I get the blueprint?
Yes.
Can I get the 40 up? Anything stuff in part 1, part 2. I would not the full blueprint. But if he does that, then where do we learn trust?
Yep. Where do we depend on him?
Yeah. So, yeah, we're just sitting up here like, okay, yeah, whatever you said. That's sweet. Stay right in and wait for the next instruction.
But it's funny that you mentioned something earlier where you said, you know what, you're not good. Take another step until like you understand like whatever. So you're just gonna wait here. Like there are a lot of persons or a lot of us as Christians who, because we can control certain areas of our lives or certain things on a daily basis, for instance, and we're not necessarily hearing from God all the time, like, oh, go here, my child. Because the thing is like, yeah. But I heard recently, like, yo, if there's ever any confusion, let it be that you stay where the Lord, sends you the last thing, exactly, and just stay there until He gives you another clear thing. Yeah. And some people find that difficult, but even that though is a lesson, learning to be patient. So I absolutely love that. But speaking of do it for me, and and starting the business and trusting God with that, how has the business been? And like what's the vibe?
It's been good. I won't complain. I'm not gonna tell you it doesn't have ups and downs. There are days when I'm back at stand like God. Yeah, it's so much. It's too much. It's too much because at the core of what I do is promoting people's products, services, events, whatever. And I do that from a creative standpoint. Right? Sometimes there's so much on the plate that the creative space is clouded.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah. And I know as a creative, you can't hate because to be able to put out something that is worthwhile and great quality, you have to be able to sit, have time, pencil it out, you know, and then you also have to check what's trending. Because that's how the social media space ever evolving. What was trending last week is out the door this week, and you have to catch on. So sometimes it's very time consuming, and sometimes I feel like I'm chasing, because I work 2 part-time jobs plus do the business. So, you know, sometimes the plate is plating my head just like further. I remember a point it was the last part of last year. I was feeling so defeated. I was just like, bro, I'm just gonna, you put the business on break. Right, yeah. And sometimes you put it out there. It's a break. We'll be right back. We're just going back to the drawing board. We'll make it nice and free and fancy. But really, in the back end, you're just like, yeah, God, all right. I'm throwing in the towel. We're about to put this. Let's just do something. See the stuff is working. Yeah. I remember I had that moment, and I went to church. I don't remember what was happening. And my pastor, Prophet Tevon Brown, he just out of the blue said to me, "And then do not give up the business." Oh my word. And I said, "Bonnie, of course. Bonnie, look at my." I was at the brink because I was like, God, I can't. It is too much. And they're tired. Clear. It's just too much. And when he said that, he said, "Do it for me. It's going to become a household name." And owning to that word. And yeah, it's going to be international. And da-da-da-da-da. And I said, God, you don't know what you're going to do to them, but you have to do it for me. Because you see me not from me tap out. That's time. Yeah. But outside of those moments, I've been grateful to have consistent clients, right? And see, my very first client is a believer in Christ, and that helps. That helps when you have people who are like-minded and have a similar spirit and believe the same things you believe and supporting your business. And that's why I think I push so much to not just support local brands, right? Especially in kingdom brands, kingdom brands, because I believe in strengthening each other. Sometimes something my friend, and I'm not the only one working and business. And sometimes I've said, why that the cost of ambition too much expensive? Not more than easy to be a crow. I wanted to the cost of ambition, no kind of phrase. It means sleepless nights, early morning lateness.
And most of the time, you're playing for the long game. It's not a short game. So you're not always seeing
the results right now. Yeah. What you're putting in now are probably 5-10 years before you see the results. And that's the reality of just owning a business. Yeah. So you have to be in it for the long haul.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking to, but you have to be in it for the long haul, money. And whenever you get to that place where you're second, it's okay to pull back. And it's okay to pull back and say, all right, set up structures with your business. Some people open 7 days a week. I mean, if you don't do anything else, like you don't have a 9 to 5 or whatever, right? And you have time and energy and resources and can do your business 7 days a week, fine. Where be wise with your schedule. Yeah, don't schedule yourself out. You go to work Monday to Friday, you do your business Sunday to Sunday, then where do you find time for you here? Where do you find time to connect with God to say, okay, God, what are we doing this week? Yeah, what am I required to do this month? And sometimes it's literally the Holy Spirit that the people don't believe it sometimes when I tell them. Some of the crazy stuff I come up with, it's literally the Holy Spirit. But first, I hear the rhythm to a jingle in my head, and I just pen and paper. And I hear the lines to a skit, and I pen and paper. And there are sometimes the wee hours of the morning, grab my phone and just jot it down. Yeah. You have to be able to still connect with God whilst you're doing all that you're doing. Mm-hmm. And if you're busy doing, and you don't make the time to connect, you're gonna be doing it from an empty place, and then it's gonna become without substance.
And then not only that, that's when burnout from puts up.
And then we're on the other bar and the other back short where you lost about we should have girl, sir, mom, yes, that's better. Dear. Yeah. Don't schedule the time, but don't schedule the sinful. And don't schedule God out of the schedule.
Okay. Those are some powerful words. And funny enough, I mean, not like me, I try to plug my business out, but that, I mean, as a business coach, like, that's some of what I say. Like, I particularly focus on multi-passionate and so funny enough. And I say, like, as much as we have a business and whatever, you matter. If you cannot function, what is exactly, So I'm happy that you are, cognizant of that and you're, moving forward where that's concerned. And so with that said, since last year had its moments, especially with Do It For Me and stuff, I'm happy that you have not given up. And I mean, whether it's do it for me only, or with everything that you're doing, like what does the rest of 2024 look like for you? Because I mean, of course, man up plan gotta thing. But what? Yeah, but yeah, let me know.
I'm believing God for some open doors or some real avenue. I don't remember what I was listening to the other day. It could have been a sermon from my pastor. It could have been some other motivational thing. But it was basically saying, work what you have.
Yeah.
Work what you find your strength. I think it was both my pastor and another motivational thing. So find what your strength is. If your strength is speaking, speak. Yeah. Because it's in that strength that other doors will open where you'll be able to plug everything else that you do. Exactly. If your strength is dancing, dance, yeah. The other things will come, because what happens is we spiral out of control, and then burnout happens when, as multi-passion or multi-potential people, when we have so many different giftings and talents that we're trying to do all at once. You can spiral out of control. So if 3 are your strengths, focus on those 3. And then when you get the room, the platform, the avenue, when those 3 bring you into certain rooms, plug that, hey, I know I came here as a dancer, but did you know I'm also an MC? Right? I came here as an author, but did you know I'm also XYZ? Right? So I think that's very important. So I'm believing God to just lead by my strength. He's been doing that already. I mean, in recent times, a lot of persons have been knowing me more because of MC stuff, right? And I'm grateful that has with open.
MC on the fly and them just here, but say, all right, ma'am.
that has with opening the door, and so I always walk their business card. Of course, yes, ma'am. Yeah, because yeah. I think it was who said it? Basilia Barbie, you are a walking resume, of course. Yeah, so don't be afraid to sell yourself here. It's not pride. God gave you the gifts. Sell yourself. Yeah. So I'm believing God to open some doors and bring me into some new spaces. I think I have some concerts coming up and some more MC stuff. But I'm hoping to get some time to just sit. I want to do something different with the business. So, and I know I'll be going to the drawing board to come up with some new stuff in short order.
Okay, I love that. You said something a moment ago in terms of working the strength that you have and thing, and it reminded me of 2 things that are part of a lot of things inspire me and are a part of my driving force and thing. But something that Mike Todd and Transformation Church says sometimes, like, all you have is all you need. The Lord equips you for things step by step, and He will continue to add. As you press forward, just keep going. And also, I've been very inspired by the journey of Toby Nwigwe. I don't know if you know him, but that's fine. He's a Christian rapper who is very unorthodox and stuff. But he started out just releasing pretty much a song every Sunday and stuff. And he called it Get Twisted Sundays. And literally you saw where people were just impressed with the quality and the lyricism and all of those things. And no, he's an indie artist and you'd think he is signed, and he's working now with, and he's consistently putting out stuff, and he's Christian. And he is, lifting up the name of God in unorthodox ways. So,
Join us weekly. Let's talk about purpose, faith, and expression.
This is Purposed Audacity. Thanks for joining us.